Success is not just about what you accomplish in life, it's about what you inspire others to do. Today I want to talk to you about something that can change your entire life, and it's so simple, yet so difficult for most people. I'm talking about forcing yourself to be active every single day. Now, when I say active, I don't just mean getting up and going to the gym, although that's part of it. I'm talking about being active, your mind, your spirit, your goals, your hustle. You see, greatness doesn't just happen because you want it. You've got to force it sometimes. You've got to get up when you don't feel like it. Push when you're tired. Move when your body says stay in bed. Let me tell you something. Nobody's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. You want success. It's on you to show up for it day by day, step by step. You might not feel like doing it every day, and I get that, but trust me, when you push yourself past that wall, that's where your breakthrough lies. You see, the key to success isn't some grand gesture or some stroke of luck. It's in the small decisions you make daily, in the actions you take when nobody's watching. You might not see results right away, but that's okay. It's about the consistency, the persistence, the drive to be better than you were yesterday. It's not about running a marathon every day sometimes. It's just about putting one foot in front of the other, but you've got to move. You've got to keep that momentum going. Let me break it down for you. Without action, nothing changes. You can have the best ideas, the biggest dreams, and the most incredible plans, but until you act, they'll stay right where they are in your head. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. When you start moving, things begin to shift. You'll notice that doors you didn't even see before start opening. People begin to take notice. Opportunities that weren't there before suddenly appear because you're creating momentum. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Sometimes you'll take action and it won't work out the way you hoped. But here's the thing, every time you act, you gain something. You gain experience. You gain knowledge. You gain resilience. You learn what works and what doesn't. And that's just as important as the result itself. Action is a teacher and failure is part of the lesson. But in action, that teaches you nothing. You can't win a game you're not playing. And don't get caught on waiting for the perfect time because that time doesn't exist. Perfection is a myth. The real power lies in just starting. Whether it's messy, imperfect, or uncertain, taking action is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It builds your confidence, it strengthens your resolve, and it shows the world that you're serious about your goals. When you're active, even the smallest actions compound over time. They add up. That's when you start seeing results. Success isn't one big move. It's a collection of consistent, intentional actions over time. You plant seeds with each step, and eventually those seeds grow into the life you've been dreaming of. You won't always see the payoff right away, but trust that every action you take is moving you forward. It's all about progress, not perfection. The moment you start doing things start happening, there's no magic formula. It's simple. The more you do, the more you grow, the more you achieve. You'll never know what you're capable of until you take that first step and keep stepping. Here's the truth. It's not about how hard you go on one day. It's about how often you show up. So many people think that if they put in one massive effort, if they go all out, just once they're going to get what they get. But life doesn't work that way. It's the small, steady actions repeated over time that lead to real, lasting results. Consistency is what separates those who get results from those who just burn out. You don't have to give 100% every single day, but you do have to give something every day. The key is doing it regularly, even when you don't feel like it, even when it's not convenient, even when you're tired or unmotivated. Intensity will get you fired up in the moment, but consistency builds habits, and habits are what create success. Think about it like this. If you go to the once and lift the heaviest weights you can, sure, you'll feel strong that day, but it's not going to change your body. But if you go to the gym a little every day, lifting moderate weights, over time you're going to pay you to see real transformation. The same principle applies to any area of your life, whether it's your career, relationships, or personal growth. You got to keep showing up, doing the work day in and day out, even when you're not seeing immediate results. Consistency is the foundation of success because it's sustainable. You don't have to rely on bursts of motivation or energy. You develop a rhythm, a routine that becomes second nature. It's not about chasing short-term wins. It's about staying the course long enough to achieve something meaningful. That's where the magic happens in the daily grind, in the ordinary, in the repetition. While intensity can spark excitement and get you started, it's consistency that keeps the flame burning, that keeps you moving forward no matter what obstacles come your way. Consistency also builds discipline. You commit to doing something regularly, it trains your mind to push past the excuses, the doubts, and the distractions. You stop looking for quick fixes and start embracing the process. Each day, each small effort compounds over time. You may not see the results immediately, but that steady, ongoing effort is shaping your future. It's the accumulation of daily actions that leads to mastery, and it's mastery that creates long-term success. The ones who achieve their dreams aren't necessarily the ones who go hardest at first. They're the ones who keep going, no matter what. We often think that success comes from one big leap, one huge moment where everything changes, but the truth is success is built on the small daily steps you take. It's not about some grand life-altering decision. It's about the tiny, consistent choices you make every day that push you closer to your goal. Each step might seem insignificant on its own, but when they're added together, they form the path to success. Every little action you take matters, even if it feels like it's not making an impact right away. The problem is we tend to overlook the small steps because they don't bring instant gratification. We're conditioned to look for quick results, but that's not how real success works. It's the accumulation of those tiny efforts day after day that makes the difference. Whether spending an hour a day working on a skill, setting aside time to network, or simply sticking to your plan, those daily actions build up over time. They create habits, and it's those habits that define where you end up. And think about it like a staircase. You don't jump from the bottom to the top in one go. You take it one step at a time. And while each individual step might seem small or even easy, it's the steady climb that gets you to the top. The people who succeed are the ones who understand this. They focus on doing the work daily, no matter how small it seems, because they know it adds up. It's not glamorous and it's not always exciting, but it's what makes the difference between those who dream and those who achieve. The small daily steps are also where discipline comes in. It's easy to get excited about a new goal or a fresh start, but can you stick with it when the initial excitement fades? Success isn't about how motivated you are for one day. It's about how disciplined you can be over time. It's about waking up each day and deciding to do the work, even when you don't feel like it. And that's why the small steps are so important. They're manageable. They're sustainable. You don't need to make a giant leap every day. You just need to keep moving forward little by little. The comfort zone can feel like a warm blanket on a cold day. It's familiar, safe, and predictable. But here's the hard truth. Nothing extraordinary happens there. Your comfort zone is a place of stagnation where growth comes to a halt and progress slips through your fingers. It's an illusion of security that holds you back from chasing your true potential. When you're in your comfort zone, everything feels easy because you're doing what you already know. But staying there means you're only reinforcing your current limits, not expanding them. Think about it. When was the last time you really challenged yourself, really put yourself in a position where you felt uncertain, nervous, or even a little scared? Those feelings aren't bad. They're signs that you're stepping out of the comfort zone and into the space where real growth happens. If you're never feeling that discomfort, it means you're not pushing hard enough. Growth is inherently uncomfortable. It requires you to face failure, rejection, and struggle. But those experiences are what shape you, what make you stronger, more resilient, and ultimately more successful. The comfort zone also limits your creativity potential. When you're stuck in the same routines, doing the same things day in and day out, your mind isn't being challenged to think in new ways. You're not being forced to solve new problems or find new approaches. The most successful people understand that the path to greatness involves embracing the unknown, taking risks, and stepping into situations where they don't have all the answers. That's how you develop new skills, new perspectives, and new levels of confidence. The more you push yourself out of your comfort zone, the more your capacity for success grows. The longer you stay in your comfort zone, the more it turns into a prison of missed opportunities. It keeps you from exploring new paths, meeting new people, and discovering new possibilities. Fear of failure, fear of discomfort, or even fear of change keeps you locked in place. But what if the very thing you're avoiding is the thing that will take you to the next level? You have to learn to become comfortable with being uncomfortable, because that's where breakthroughs happen. That's where you discover what you're truly capable of achieving. Your comfort zone also has a way of dulling your ambition. When you're too comfortable, you stop striving for more. You convince yourself that what you have is enough, even when deep down you know you want more. You start settling for less, whether in your career, relationships, or personal growth. Comfort makes you complacent, and complacency is the enemy of progress. It tricks you into thinking you don't need to push yourself harder, that you don't need to take those risks or make those sacrifices. But settling is never the answer if you want to achieve greatness. To break free from the comfort zone, you need to embrace discomfort as part of the process. And every challenge, every moment of uncertainty is an opportunity to grow. You can't reach new heights by staying on the same level. The best things in life, the biggest successes, the greatest transformations don't happen in the comfort zone. They happen when you stretch yourself, when you willingly walk into the discomfort, knowing that it's the only path to true progress. Excuses are the number one thing holding you back from achieving what you want in life. We all make them, and we all know how convincing they can sound. I'm too tired. I don't have time. I'll start tomorrow. The problem is, excuses feel like legitimate reasons not to act. But in reality, they're just barriers we create to avoid discomfort. They allow us to stay in our comfort zone and avoid putting in the hard work. But if you're serious about success, you've got to push past those excuses, because they're standing between you and your goals. Excuses are a form of self-sabotage. They give you an easy way out, an explanation for why you're not where you want to be. But at the end of the day, excuses only slow you down. They steal your time and your energy, because while you're busy rationalizing why you can't do something, you're wasting precious moments that could be spent actually doing it. The more you let excuses control your actions, the more you reinforce the idea that it's okay to settle for less. Every time you give in to an excuse, you weaken your own resolve and make it harder to take action in the future. You've got to understand that excuses are often just fear dressed up as logic. They're rooted in the fear of failure, the fear of discomfort, and the fear of uncertainty. It's much easier to say, I'll do it later, or it's not the right time, than to confront the fact that taking action might be hard and it might not go perfectly. But if you let that fear drive your decisions, you'll never move forward. You've got to stop looking for reasons why you can't do something and start focusing on why you must do it. Success requires pushing through that initial resistance, that hesitation, and taking action in spite of the excuses that pop into your mind. Excuses can also disguise themselves as legitimate obstacles. Sometimes you'll tell yourself you can't move forward because of circumstances outside your control, like lack of resources or opportunities. While challenges are real, the way you approach them is what matters. If you constantly let external factors dictate what you can and can't do, you'll never take ownership of your situation. Instead, you need to find a way around, over, or through those obstacles. The successful people don't wait for the perfect conditions. They make things happen with what they have. They don't allow excuses to stop them, because they know there's always a way to push forward. excuses often seem harmless in the moment, but over time they add up. They become habits ingrained in your behavior. Every time you choose an excuse over action, you're training your brain to take the easy way out. And once that pattern sets in, it becomes harder and harder to break free. The longer you let excuses dictate your actions, the more you start believing them and the more you limit yourself. It's a cycle that keeps you stuck, convincing you that you're doing the best you can when deep down you know you're not giving your full effort. What you have to realize is that nobody is immune to excuses. Even the most successful people face them. The difference is they don't let them win. They recognize when they're making excuses and consciously choose to push past them. It's not about waiting until you feel perfectly ready or perfectly motivated. It's about acting despite the excuses. Self-motivation is the engine that keeps you moving forward when no one else is around to push you. It's easy to stay motivated when you have someone cheering you on or when you're surrounded by support. But true progress happens when you can keep yourself going, even when you're alone. Relying on external sources for motivation is risky because they're not always there. Circumstances change, people come and go, and life will throw obstacles in your path. If you depend on someone else to light your fire, you'll find yourself stuck when that support isn't available. This is why self-motivation is essential. It gives you the ability to keep going regardless of what's happening around you. Self-motivation comes from within. It's the inner drive that pushes you to act, even when you don't feel like it. It's what gets you out of bed early, what makes you work late, what pushes you to give more effort when no one is watching. It's about having a clear vision of what you want and being committed to that vision, even when the road gets tough. External motivation can only take you so far. At the end of the day, it's your internal motivation that will determine whether you succeed or give up when things get hard. It's not always about being excited or inspired either. Self-motivation is also about discipline. There are days when the excitement fades, when the goal feels distant, and when the work seems overwhelming. On those days, self-motivation is what gets you to take action anyway. It's what makes you push through the tough moments because you know that each step, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goal. It's about reminding yourself why you started in the first place, even when it's tempting to quit. Self-motivation requires a deep sense of personal responsibility. You have to hold yourself accountable for your progress and your setbacks. It's easy to blame others or external factors for why you're not where you want to be. But self-motivation means taking full ownership of your actions. It means understanding that no one else is going to hand you success. You have to earn it. When you cultivate self-motivation, you become your own source of energy and drive, and that's incredibly powerful because it puts the control in your hands. It's also about setting clear goals and breaking them down into manageable tasks. When you're self-motivated, you don't wait for the perfect moment or ideal conditions. You set a plan and you start working on it, even if things aren't perfect. You find ways to stay focused and you develop strategies to keep yourself on track. This could be through visualizing your success, rewarding yourself for small victories, or simply keeping your long-term goals in sight. The key is that you don't wait for motivation to come to you. You create it by taking action one step at a time. Another crucial aspect of self-motivation is resilience. When things don't go as planned, and they often won't, self-motivation is what helps you bounce back. It's what keeps you moving forward after a setback, rather than letting it derail your progress. Self-motivated people see obstacles as temporary challenges, not permanent roadblocks. They adapt, they learn, and they keep going because their internal drive is stronger than any external setback. Momentum is one of the most powerful forces when it comes to achieving your goals. Once you get started and build momentum, everything becomes easier. The hardest part is often just taking that first step, but once you're in motion, staying in motion becomes more natural. Think of momentum like a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but as it rolls, it gathers more snow, picking up speed and size along the way. That's how progress works. The more you do, the more you can do, and the faster you move toward your goals. Momentum creates a chain reaction. Each task you complete, each small success you achieve fuels the next. When you accomplish something, no matter how small, it gives you confidence and energy to keep going. That feeling of progress is incredibly motivating. It's like an upward spiral. Success breeds success. Momentum helps you break through barriers that would have seemed insurmountable at the beginning. The key is to keep going, to keep building on your efforts day by day, and to avoid losing that forward motion. The real beauty of momentum is that it makes the work feel less daunting. When you're at a standstill, everything seems harder and tasks appear overwhelming. But when you're already in motion, those same tasks seem much more manageable because you're in the habit of taking action. Momentum reduces resistance. Instead of feeling like you have to force yourself to start, you're already in the flow, and continuing becomes second nature. The more consistent you are, the less effort it takes to keep moving forward. Momentum also helps you stay focused. Once you're in the groove, distractions become less tempting because you're invested in the process. You've already put in the work to get started, and you don't want to lose the progress you've made. This focus allows you to make better decisions, stay disciplined, and maintain a steady pace towards your goals. The more you build momentum, the more you train your brain to stay locked in on what matters, making it easier to avoid procrastination and stay productive. On top of that, momentum has a psychological impact. It creates a sense of urgency and purpose. When you see yourself making progress, you start to believe more in your ability to reach your goals. That belief fuels your effort and keeps you moving forward, even when challenges arise. The faster you move, the more ground you cover, and the more likely you are to reach your destination. Momentum shifts your mindset from doubt to determination, from hesitation to action. Discipline is the cornerstone of success. While motivation can come and go, discipline is what keeps you on track when the excitement fades and the initial drive diminishes. Motivation is often fueled by emotions, which can fluctuate based on your mood, circumstances, or even the time of day. One day you might feel pumped and ready to tackle the world, but the next day that energy could wane, leaving you feeling unmotivated. Discipline, on the other hand, is about establishing habits and routines that guide your actions consistently, regardless of how you feel. It's the commitment to doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. When you rely solely on motivation, you're subject to its unpredictability. Some days you'll feel inspired and ready to push through obstacles, while other days you might find it hard to even get started. This inconsistency can lead to uneven progress and frustration. Discipline, however, allows you to push through the tough times. It's about setting a standard for yourself and sticking to it no matter what. When you cultivate discipline, you create a structure that supports your goals, ensuring that you take action every day, even on the days when motivation seems absent. Discipline is what transforms dreams into reality. It's the daily commitment to take the small steps that add up over time. When you have a disciplined approach, you make a promise to yourself to show up, put in the work, and keep moving forward, even if it feels challenging. Each time you push through the resistance and follow through on your commitments, you reinforce your discipline. This builds a strong foundation that allows you to tackle bigger challenges as they arise. Over time, this consistency pays off, leading to results that motivation alone could never achieve. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks are inevitable. When challenges arise, motivation might lead you to feel discouraged or give up. But if you have a disciplined mindset, you understand that setbacks are just part of the journey. You learn to adapt and push through the difficult times, knowing that success isn't just about the highs, it's also about how you handle the lows. This resilience built through discipline not only strengthens your resolve, but also prepares you for future obstacles. You become accustomed to overcoming adversity, which further solidifies your ability to stay disciplined over time. While motivation might get you started, it's discipline that will carry you through. It's the difference between wishing for success and actively pursuing it. When you embrace discipline, you shift your mindset from a reactive approach where you wait for motivation to strike to a proactive one where you take control of your actions. This shift is crucial for achieving long-term success as it allows you to build momentum and create a lasting impact in your life. Discipline is a habit ingrained in your daily routine, making success not just a goal, but a way of life. Creating the right mindset is not a one-time event. It's a daily practice that sets the tone for everything you do. Your mindset shapes your perception, influences your reactions, and ultimately determines your long-term success. Every day you have the opportunity to cultivate a positive and growth-oriented mindset that empowers you to take action and overcome challenges. This starts with awareness. You must recognize the thoughts and beliefs that shape your mindset as they can either propel you forward or hold you back. Awareness is the first step to change. It involves being mindful of your inner dialogue and understanding how your thoughts impact your feelings and behaviors. When you begin to notice patterns in your thinking, such as negative self-talk or limiting beliefs, you can consciously decide to shift those thoughts toward a more constructive direction. One effective way to create the right mindset is through daily affirmations. These are positive statements, negative beliefs, and reinforce your potential pusher. By repeating affirmations regularly, you begin to rewire your brain, shifting your focus from what you can't do to what you can achieve. This practice helps build confidence and resilience. When you consciously affirm your capabilities, you lay the groundwork for a mindset that embraces challenges rather than fears them. It's a powerful tool that allows you to counteract self-doubt and instill a sense of belief in yourself. For example, instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," try replacing it with, "I am capable and I can learn and grow." The more you repeat these affirmations, the more they become ingrained in your subconscious, helping you to internalize a positive self-image. Visualization is another critical component of developing the right mindset. Taking a few moments a day to visualize your goals and the steps needed to achieve them can create a profound impact. Imagine yourself successfully reaching your objectives. Feel the emotions associated with those successes and see yourself overcoming obstacles along the way. This process not only clarifies your vision, but also conditions your mind to expect success. When challenges arise, this visualization can serve as a mental roadmap, reminding you of what you're working toward and why it matters. The clearer your vision, the more motivated you will feel to pursue it. Visualization isn't just about daydreaming, it's about vividly experiencing the journey in your mind, which primes you for the actions you need to take. Growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. This perspective fosters a love for learning and resilience in the face of setbacks. By embracing challenges and viewing failures as opportunities for growth, you create a mindset that thrives on improvement. To foster a growth mindset, focus on the process rather than just the outcome. Celebrate small victories and learn from mistakes, understanding that each step, regardless of the result, contributes to your development. When you approach challenges with curiosity instead of fear, you open yourself up to new possibilities and discoveries. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is another vital aspect of shaping your mindset. The people you interact with daily can have a significant impact on your attitude and outlook. Seek out those who uplift and inspire you, who challenge you to be better, and who support your ambitions. Positive relationships foster an environment of encouragement and accountability. Conversely, limit your exposure to negative influences that drain your energy and undermine your confidence. whether through friendships, mentorships, or even social media. Surrounding yourself with positivity creates an environment that encourages a constructive mindset. The energy of those around you can be contagious. Choose to be in the company of those who embody the mindset you aspire to cultivate. This means being intentional about who you spend time with, as their attitudes and beliefs will inevitably affect your own. Mindfulness and reflection also play key roles in establishing the right mindset daily. Taking time to reflect on your thoughts and feelings helps you gain clarity and understand the patterns that influence your behavior. Practicing mindfulness allows you to stay present, making it easier to recognize negative thought patterns as they arise. Mindfulness techniques such as meditation or deep breathing can help you cultivate a sense of calm and awareness. When you acknowledge these thoughts without judgment, you can consciously choose to shift your perspective. This practice cultivates emotional resilience and empowers you to respond thoughtfully rather than reactively in challenging situations. By grounding yourself in the present, you can minimize anxiety and improve your overall emotional well-being. Establishing a daily routine that prioritizes personal growth can further solidify your mindset. Incorporating activities that nurture your mind, body, and spirit, such as reading, exercising, meditating, or journaling, creates a foundation for a positive mindset. These practices help reinforce your commitment to growth and self-improvement. When you dedicate time to invest in yourself, you build confidence and a sense of purpose that fuels your journey toward your goals. Daily routine that aligns with your aspirations keeps you focused and motivated, ensuring that your mindset remains aligned with your objectives. You could also incorporate time for goal setting and reviewing your progress, which helps maintain clarity and direction in your pursuits. By actively creating the right mindset every day, you set yourself up for success. Each day presents a new opportunity to shape your thoughts and beliefs, influencing your actions and outcomes. Remember that cultivating a powerful mindset is an ongoing journey, one that requires intention and commitment. You have the power to shape your reality, and by creating the right mindset daily, you pave the way for a more fulfilling and successful life. In the pursuit of goals, it's easy to fall into the trap of seeking perfection. Society often places immense pressure on individuals to achieve flawless results, leading to the belief that anything less than perfect is a failure. However, embracing the idea that it's about progress, not perfection, can be a game changer. This mindset shift allows you to focus on the journey rather than the destination. It recognizes that growth is not linear, comes with ups and downs, successes and setbacks. When you adopt a progress-oriented perspective, you free yourself from the unrealistic expectations of perfection and open the door to continuous improvement. Progress is about taking small, meaningful steps toward your goals. Each step, no matter how minor, contributes to your overall development. For instance, if you're working on a new skill or habit, it's essential to celebrate the incremental you make along the way. This could be learning a few new techniques, practicing consistently, or simply showing up and putting in the effort. Each of these actions represents progress and builds your confidence. When you acknowledge and appreciate these small victories, you create positive reinforcement that motivates you to keep moving forward. On the other hand, striving for perfection can be paralyzing. It often leads to procrastination, self-doubt, and burnout. When you set impossibly high standards for yourself, you may find it challenging to even start, fearing that your efforts won't meet those standards. This fear can create a cycle of avoidance where you become stuck in inaction, waiting for the perfect moment or perfect conditions to begin. In contrast, a focus on progress encourages you to take action regardless of the circumstances. It allows you to embrace imperfection as part of the learning process and understand that mistakes are not failures. They are valuable opportunities for growth. When you encounter setbacks or challenges, a progress mindset helps you view them as temporary obstacles rather than definitive failures. You learn to adapt and pivot, understanding that the path to success is often filled with unexpected twists and turns. This resilience is crucial because it enables you to bounce back from difficulties, stay committed to your goals, and continue making strides no matter how small. It instills a sense of persistence, allowing you to push through tough times with the knowledge that every effort counts. Another important aspect of this mindset is self-compassion. Recognizing that progress is what truly matters encourages you to treat yourself with kindness, especially when things don't go as planned. Instead of harshly criticizing yourself for perceived shortcomings, you learn to approach challenges with understanding and acceptance. This self-compassion creates a healthier relationship with yourself and helps to reduce stress and anxiety. You become more forgiving of your mistakes and more appreciative of your efforts, allowing for a more balanced and positive outlook on your journey. The focus on progress fosters a growth mindset. It encourages you to see challenges as opportunities to learn and develop rather than as threats to your competence. When you prioritize progress, you cultivate a curiosity that drives you to seek knowledge, explore new approaches, and embrace change. This growth mindset helps you become more adaptable in an ever-changing world, empowering you to tackle new challenges with confidence and enthusiasm. Adopting the belief that it's about progress, not perfection, can transform how you approach your goals in your life. It frees you from the constraints of unrealistic expectations and allows you to embrace the beauty of the journey. As you shift your focus from seeking perfection to valuing progress, you'll find that your capacity for growth, resilience, and fulfillment expands significantly. You'll learn to appreciate the process, celebrate your accomplishments, and view each day as an opportunity for improvement. The belief that you hold the power in your life is a fundamental realization that can drastically alter your perspective and approach to challenges. This notion emphasizes personal agency and accountability. It reminds you that you are not merely a passive participant in your life, but an active architect of your destiny. Understanding that you hold the power means acknowledging that your thoughts, decisions, and actions directly influence your outcomes. You have the ability to shape your reality, make choices that align with your values, and pursue your goals with intention and determination. One of the first steps in recognizing your power is understanding that you have control over your mindset. Your thoughts play a crucial role in shaping your reality. When you adopt a positive and proactive mindset, you open yourself up to possibilities and opportunities. Instead of being bogged down by negative thoughts or self-doubt, you begin to focus on solutions, embracing a can-do attitude. This shift in perspective allows you to view obstacles as challenges to overcome rather than surmountable barriers. By cultivating a mindset that believes in your potential and capacity for growth, you empower yourself to take action and pursue your goals with confidence. You also hold the power to choose your responses to the situations you encounter. Life is full of unpredictable events and challenges, but how you respond to them is entirely within your control. Instead of reacting impulsively or feeling helpless in the face of adversity, you can choose to approach challenges with resilience and resourcefulness. This ability to choose your responses empowers you to navigate difficult situations with grace and determination. You can learn to manage stress, overcome setbacks, and bounce back stronger than before. Recognizing this power enables you to take charge of your emotional well-being, allowing you to maintain a sense of stability and control, even in turbulent times. The power you hold extends to your choices and decisions. Every day you are faced with countless choices, from the small and seemingly insignificant to the life-altering. Each decision you make contributes to the direction of your life. When you embrace the idea that you hold the power to make these choices, you become more intentional about the decisions you make. This awareness encourages you to align your choices with your goals and values. You start to take responsibility for your life and the direction it takes, realizing that your decisions have consequences. This sense of responsibility fosters a proactive approach, motivating you to take deliberate actions that align with your vision for the future. Another crucial aspect of holding the power is the ability to set boundaries and advocate for yourself. You have the right to establish limits that protect your well-being, whether in personal relationships, work environments, or any area of your life. Understanding that you hold the power to say no or to assert your needs empowers you to create a life that reflects your values and priorities. It helps you cultivate healthy relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. When you set boundaries, you create space for your needs and desires, allowing you to invest your energy in what truly matters to you. Holding the power means recognizing the importance of self-care and prioritizing your well-being. You are responsible for nurturing yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally. This means taking the time to recharge, reflect, and instant activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. When you acknowledge that you hold the power over your self-care, you create a foundation for resilience and personal growth. Prioritizing your well-being allows you to show up as your best self in all areas of your life, enabling you to pursue your goals with vigor and enthusiasm. You have the power to seek help and build a supportive network. No one achieves success in isolation. Recognizing that you hold the power to reach out for support from friends, mentors, or professionals can make a significant difference in your journey. Building a strong support system empowers you to navigate challenges more effectively, gain new perspectives, and find encouragement during difficult times. This sense of community reinforces the idea that while you are in control of your choices, you don't have to face everything alone. Collaboration and connection with others amplify your power and broaden your opportunities. Life is an ongoing journey of discovery, and every experience, whether positive or negative, offers valuable lessons. Embracing the mindset that you can learn from every situation empowers you to evolve and adapt. It encourages you to seek out new knowledge, skills, and experiences that enhance your personal and professional growth. This commitment to lifelong learning strengthens your capacity to face challenges and seize opportunities. By recognizing that you hold the power to shape your own education and development, you cultivate a mindset that thrives on growth and self-improvement. When you embrace the idea that you hold the power, you unlock your potential to create a life filled with purpose, fulfillment, and achievement. This realization empowers you to take charge of your thoughts, decisions, and actions, allowing you to navigate the complexity of complex life with confidence and resilience. You have the strength to overcome obstacles, make choices that align with your goals, and foster a mindset that supports your growth. Remember, the power is within you. It's time to harness it and create the life you desire. I need you to understand something today. Your comfort zone is your enemy. Nothing ever grows there. Nothing ever changes there. The life you dream of is waiting for you, but it's going to take work. It's going to take discipline. And it's going to take you forcing yourself day by day to get up, get out, and get active. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep waiting for the right moment? Or are you going to create the moment by making the choice to act right now?